All right, good morning, everyone. Looks like we're live and ready to go. Welcome to the live stream where we first review the watch list, then we trade the market open every day. I hope everyone had a really comfortable Tuesday and profitable Tuesday. Today is Wednesday already. It's the 4th of March and it's 9:15 a.m., which gives us another 15 minutes before the market opens at 9:30. We'll wrap up trading usually around 10:30 to 11. So, typically around 90 minutes total for the live stream. Check the video description below for some FAQs and let's get into it. Woo! I got APOP right now, first thing on the charts. I ran the scanners this morning and I wasn't really convinced about any one specific stock. So we'll see kind of what happens here. Maybe out of the gates, we're going to have some new stuff popping up here. I'm going to already open the aftermarket scanner, and then I'm just going to go ahead and detach it. Where do I do that? And just put this scanner on my other screen so I have it ready to go so I can see if anything's moving, see if there's any new stocks moving. Morning, guys. Manuel, Paul, good morning. See you guys back in the chat. Yeah, so let's get into it. I'll kind of just run through everything really quickly. We luckily didn't have too much stuff on the scanner today, so it was a little bit more chill compared to usual. Let's just go down the list. VTIQ, big runner from yesterday, kind of pulled back a little bit. I don't know how I feel about it. It's a little bit over our price range, and honestly, even this perfect move right here, if you bought at, let's say, 11.25 or wherever this is, and you sold near that perfect top, that's only a 9% move, 8% move actually. Typically, I'm looking for 20, 30% moves plus, and then getting a portion of that. So VTIQ was a lead gapper from the day before, but I don't think I'm going to be looking at it today. MNK totally selling off, not going to be looking at it. GMMK, big resistance, multiple fails in price here, $5, tricky, probably won't be looking at it. BCRX, resistance above, TELL, too big. Not interesting. AIM was kind of interesting. I have some alerts around this one. See if we dip under $2. I think AIM could be tradable, so I went ahead and just kind of highlighted this one. We'll see what kind of activity we get. This one is above the 180-day moving average. You can see here. I'm not sure if it has any specific news. Let me see here. Shares rally after biotech says human trials of coronavirus vaccine will start in April. Okay, wow, that's really interesting actually. In April. April seems a bit far away, but human trials is pretty interesting. So yeah, 50% move. We'll see what we can get out of AIM. At the moment, I'm not crazy about it, but let's see. Maybe we'll start breaking new highs. Big resistance around 3 and 350. So we got a bit ways to go, but maybe this could be a good support area around 2. So that's what I'm looking for. DYNT from Keith and Satoshi GM brother. Oh, good GM. Good morning. I was like, wait, General Motors or what am I looking for? An APT, huge contract. Sad XYZ hacks. APT got a huge contract from different businesses to manufacturers face masks. Okay, we'll take a look at APT as well. I don't know if that's on my list yet. AGRX, not really moving too much, not interesting. OGI, not interesting. DYNT, big move here. This was a former runner, and right now we're kind of on the backside of that, so you always want to be a little bit more careful with those stocks. I typically don't trade those as breakouts. Same situation with AIM, so a little bit more cautious here. Gapping up 50%, pretty nice. Traders circulate ad for Co's disinfectant product. Okay, probably nothing really too new. Doesn't sound anything too spectacular. Kind of enough to get this one moving, but it's a lot of people have been watching this in the past. I don't know. We'll see what to expect. Kind of feel the same way about AIM, same as DYNT. A little bit of a move here, consolidating in a pretty interesting area. We have another resistance at 1.5, so ZSAN could be a mover. The spread is really rough, but big bid at the 1.2, so it could be kind of interesting here. I probably won't be trading it out of the gates. I will go ahead and mark this one actually though, kind of market cap and float, exactly what we want. Let's see, I think they even have some news here. FDA, new drug, application. Nothing really too interesting. Pharma says FDA accepts new drug application. Okay, I mean, I don't know. 40% seems a bit overextended for that kind of news. Kind of consolidating here. Let's see what happens. I don't know. This could keep breaking out higher. I'm going to go ahead and put alert on this one. ZSAN at or above. Kind of interesting. UEC, sub dollar, not really interested. SPEX, not really interested. Big gap down. ADXS, not interested. BNGO, not moving. ARCT, you know, I was having a really tough time this morning because nothing was blow away amazing. Usually near the end of the scanner list, there's a few more things that pop up. The problem I have with ARCT is the fact that it's just selling off very aggressively. It's usually not something you want to see. If this thing pulls back to 15, I might trade it as a bounce. Otherwise, I think I'm going to actually go ahead and leave it alone. Really quickly though, ACRT, 200 million market cap. That's a bit higher than I want. 9 million float, which is nice. It's sub 10 million, which I'm looking for. It does have a catalyst. Medical school partner to develop a coronavirus vaccine using STARR technology. So they're partnering up with a Duke NUS medical school. So, you know, any sort of partnership collaboration is usually always good news. So, I mean, there is a catalyst. I really don't like how it's selling off so aggressively. I also don't really like the price point that it's at. So I'll keep it on my watch list, but second lead gapper, I don't know. It's a tough one today. A little choppy. SINT, kind of nice move here, but not holding high as well. INPX, yeah, we'll just skip that one. SGBX, not too interesting. JILL. This is pretty much how I find the lead gappers every day. This one's gapping up pretty nicely, 30%, not too overextended. Let me quickly see here with the scanner. A lot of pullbacks. Where did I say they were just at? 1.14. Interesting. Could have some room to run. 1.5 big resistance area though. Sales beat expectations, so that's always good news. Anytime something was sales related, I always like news like that. Let's see, I'm going to go ahead and put an alert on it. JILL is kind of looking interesting, at or above. I'm going to put an alert here, and then I'm also going to put an alert, see if it dips below 1.05 actually. I'm going to put here. I'm just going to go ahead and mark this one as well. SolRx not moving. And then APOP, our lead gapper. Let's quickly talk about this one. So 6.7 million market cap, 3.2 million shares outstanding, float 1.47. So this one's really has a huge potential. News catalyst. Plans to enter strategic pharma grade cannabis commercial deal for reduction of opioid usage. Commercial deals, interesting catalyst. I'm not sure how deeply extended this catalyst goes, how strong it's worth, but it's interesting. Former spiker, this thing, a lot of the spikes don't hold, but the spikes are pretty strong in this one. Long-term chart very quickly. Reverse split not too long ago. I would say big resistance, let's say right around 2.48, 2.55. Definitely big resistance in that area. And then around the $1.50, this thing's pretty consistent with the resistance. So you can see here, big support now, bouncing off that support. So I think APOP should be quite interesting out of the gates. I do believe it's probably the most obvious lead gapper. The other ones are all just kind of big question marks in my honest opinion. I'm going to go ahead and add some of the gappers from yesterday. Here, APOP kind of taking off a little bit. I'm going to add MITO, which is also kind of just sinking away. HTBX, which I remember also was kind of, actually all the big runners from yesterday are kind of weathering away a little bit. I'm just going to throw them up on our list just to kind of have them, but let's see what happens. All right, sorry guys, I am back and then checking out the chat room. ZSAN, I'll look at APT. I wanted to look at as well. Just gonna go APT first. This one has been such a big runner with the coronavirus news. They sell protection equipment like hazmat suits and whatnot, big bounces. I don't know, not really doing too much. This could be dipping today. I do have an alert. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and put alert under 16. I don't know. This thing could run up, but so far, nothing really too specific about it. I think a lot of the kind of the steam is already out with APT. Maybe we'll trade it. You do say they got a huge contract from different businesses to manufacture face masks. So that's so if it does have a catalyst today, that's always good. That's not really good. I think APT is just super overextended as it is. So no matter what kind of catalyst comes out, I don't even really know if it's going to move it too much. ZSAN, you guys are pretty hot about that one. Let me quickly check it out, throw it on the charts. ZSAN. Okay, yeah, interesting move. This is the one we talked about a little bit that was consolidating near the highs. Yeah, I was a little bit skeptical with this one. Big resistance here at 1.2 that we bumped above. Now 1.5 is kind of the big resistance area. I don't know. If we break out of that, I mean, we could see this thing run all the way to $2 potentially today. Maybe even further, but $2 is definitely going to be some big time resistance. So I think ZSN out of the gates could be a really interesting pick too. We do have it marked now, charts. FDA accepts new drug application. All right, so this should be a pretty interesting market open. I think ZSAN has really kind of come up to kind of prove itself a little bit here, 40%. So it's not super overextended. I think APOP is quite interesting as well. Really building up some momentum here. This one out of the gates could be quite fun. JILL. I think this one's interesting as well. Sometimes when you see one of these just slowly creeping up, sometimes they really perform nicely. So I think JILL could be interesting. I just, it has a lot of resistance above, just like ZSAN. So let's see what we do with that one. AIM and DYNT are kind of overextended, might be pulling back a little bit, market open. So should be an interesting day. I'll be looking to do about 2 trades today with $1,300 position sizes. So yeah, let's get to it. If I wanted to be trading with about $1,300 position size, I would be looking for, what would that be? About $1,200 with JILL. About 400 shares with APOP. All right, guys, 10 more seconds. Here we go. Good luck, everyone. We'll rendezvous in a few moments here. Big opening volume so far. Trying to push higher. Could be a nice breakout pattern here with APOP. Really nice big green volume. Just still watching it a little bit. 275, big support. 275 just cracked. 2.6 could be a great entry. Just watching the level 2 a little bit. Big support coming in. $2.7 buyers. Markets are all green. $2.7 more support. Selling off. '50s holding. Big selling volume so far. Dipped under 2.5. That's a really aggressive sell-off. Really struggling. I'm kind of impressed this thing dipped so hard to the downside. Some support coming in now, 2.53. Big buyers coming in. Volume really picking up. I'm going to try to entry here at 52. Got a quick little entry at 52. Looking for a red to green move. Lead gapper. Big support at 2.5 so far. Pulling back. Don't really want the 47 area to crack too much. I like that big green volume we had though. Really pulled back to key support area. Markets are all green. Everything's looking good with APOP. Cannabis is a hot sector in general. Would really want to see this one break the high of day. Still looking for a red to green move. Could be a little too early on this one. Seeing if we could break above, back above VWAP. So far we're struggling. Buyers are trying to break above VWAP at 67. Some buying coming in right now. A little bit of a move here. 2.8. Let's see if we can get another crack here. Looking for a break of 3. $2.9. 3 could be breaking. Try to take profits at 3. Was not able to get out of the position. Finding some support at 2.8. Looking for a secondary breakout here of $3. New 1-minute candle is about to start. Still waiting for a break of 3. Still the lead gapper on the day. Closed the position. I might have closed it a little bit too soon, but I wanted to take my profits off the table. It wasn't the biggest trade position size wise, so I was a little bit more lenient with it. I could have definitely ramped up my position size a little bit more. It was only about $1,000. Quick little trade, but really nice. $176 to start the day. That's not really bad at all, huh? Woo! That was intense. Gonna keep a close eye on APOP. I'm not really watching anything else right now just because, you know, a lot going on. I think APOP might need a little bit of a pullback here. So I would like to trade it again if we do get a pullback. A lot of alerts going off. I couldn't really focus on them. MITO pulling back from yesterday. Thanks, Paul. Tommy, I can always count on your shout out. Oh yeah, 74 viewers, guys. Thanks for tuning in. It's always good fun trading with you guys. It's really, really good fun, and I appreciate all the likes that come in. Check out CTRM. Let me check that out right now. Still want to watch APOP. I think this is a bull flag, and this might break out. This is the lead gapper. We don't want to discredit that. We got the 15-minute EMA coming in right now below it. We got 2.8 support zone, really critical area. It looks like APOP is about to break past 3. This could be a big, big move. Volume is a little light though. Remember, I only have 2 trades usually to make a day, so I'm going to be a little bit more conservative. I think I'm just going to let this one run without me. If it runs, if it doesn't, I don't really know. So let's just see what happens. Then I'll check out CTRM in a second. 309. This could be it. This could be the big break. Looks like it's having some issues, but the volume is big. The volume's coming in now. This is the lead gapper. I think a lot of traders are going to be looking at this one. It's having some issues breaking above. 310 getting chipped away. 313. Here we go. New high. No, almost. 318. Here we go. 3.2. That's the breakout. Boom. Really, really nice. This would have been a phenomenal second trade. Just the fact that I only have 2 trades. Sometimes I want to be extra cautious. So that's why I didn't do this one. CTRM. Yeah, nice crawl right here. Really, really solid. 60% already. That's what we're looking for. Big resistance at about 2.7. I would watch out with that. It looks good though. 7 million market cap, 3.3 million shares outstanding. Perfect stuff. Nice dollar volume. ZSAM pulling back a little bit. I'd be a little bit careful here. Kind of a nice move out of the gates, but then kind of struggling as well. APOP, I'm just going to go back to this one a little bit. That was a nice little 17% trade we got on it. Remember, guys, this one has a lot of resistance above. DYNT breaking out. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I like how it held the $2 as well. It's going to be a shaky one, just like AM. This one's going to be really, really shaky. There's a lot of resistance on this one, especially at 2.5. I don't typically like trading breakouts under $0.50. I like when it breaks past the $0.50, pull back, and then pulls back a little bit. I see a lot of risk in DYNT, but could be a good trade. I think APOP is still looking really, really interesting here. I like how it's kind of consolidating. I like how it's building up momentum. I think this was the first breakout right here. This is going to be maybe the second breakout. Let's see what happens. This one could be, this could just be the beginning of a really, really nice move. The problem with IBIO is the shares outstanding. It's a really big stock, and that makes it a little bit more tricky to trade. Kind of pulling back a little bit here. It's on the downside of a big move. You want to watch out with those downsides. Could be a great bounce plays about 1.5. I wouldn't be surprised if it had a huge bounce there, but watch out. If this thing cracks 1.5, you could see a huge amount of buyers here. But if those buyers get chipped away, which looks like it might happen, this thing is going to be in free fall mode. So just keep an eye out for that. I'm actually going to put an alert here if it breaks 1.5. There's a really good chance that it's going to bounce off of it though. Typically, you'll see these things bounce once or twice, or sometimes even 3 times before they really break those critical areas. APOP, guys, all the way to 3.7. We could have got another 70 cents a share off of this one. Woo, that would have been crazy. So this is what I was looking for. Lead gapper, a little bit of a red to green move. We bought in the red with a potential to break back to the upside. This is the exact trade I was trying to do yesterday with MITO. MITO, we got faked out though. This time it worked. I sold way too early though. Yeah, IBO, it was a tough one. We did 2 trades on IBO in the last few days, and Right now, it's definitely on the downside of the trade of the big move, so you want to watch out for that. I'm looking for a potential 5-minute entry. I know APOP pulls back pretty aggressively. I'm not sure if we're going to get another trade on this one, but if we did, I wouldn't mind an entry around 3.2 because it was a former breakout area. Big support underneath, so we know our risk levels on it. To me, entry at about 3.2 makes a lot of sense. Pulling back a little bit. Gonna remove my limit order for now. See if we can get a entry on a potential turnaround here. I don't think APOP is done just yet. I'm just waiting for a little bit longer of a pullback. 3.5 looking like big support. Okay, I think we may have missed our entry on this one. Just gonna give it a little bit longer here. I don't feel the need necessarily to rush into this position, but let's see what happens. We got plenty of trading time ahead of us. It's 9:47. This might just go ahead and break out again without us. I was waiting for maybe a better 5-minute setup, but I think this 3.25 kind of setup might have been the best we could have expected. Let's see what kind of happens here in the next few moments. Big time support at 3.5. I think a lot of traders are now tuning into APOP. In the beginning, it was a bit tougher to trade. You don't know how long those red to green moves are going to go. Remember MITO from yesterday? I mean, that took quite a long time till it actually went green on the day. So sometimes a lot of traders kind of discount it. They don't pay attention, and then so on. CTRM, guys, look at this one, up 70%, 7 million market cap. CTRM. Big support at $2. I think CTRM could be really, really interesting. 2.5 is kind of big resistance area. Maybe this one's going to pull back first. I don't know. It's going to be tough to read how this one's going to move. I don't like that big resistance on this one. So I'm going to go ahead, put alerts here, see if it maybe pulls back a little bit. And then I'm going to go back to APOP, which is trying to break past 3.5, pulling back a little bit here. I would like to do another entry if it does one more pullback. So let's see what happens, because that was a pretty vicious move out of the gates. We got 50 more seconds until a new 5-minute candle is printed. Sometimes it's good to be aware of those things. We have a small entry at 25. I'm looking for a possible retest of 3.8. I don't know if we're going to break past 4. Big resistance at 4. I went ahead and closed this position. $4 to me was a lot of resistance. I don't know if I wanted to be part of it. I think maybe I got out too early on this one. Big green buying volume. I think I definitely got out too early on this one. I just kind of got freaked out about that 4 resistance level. Not to mention, here's a shoulder and here's a shoulder. 2 big points of selling areas. So I closed this position. I'm already missing out on a lot of profits here. This looks like a 5-minute breakout. Check this 5-minute area. We have a 5-minute pullback, 5-minute bounce, and then this could be the 5-minute breakout. And buying a 1-minute pullback on a 5-minute breakout is one of the best setups. So pretty sweet here. What's up, Heiko? We're already up $288 on $1,000 position sizes, so not a bad start to the day. I should have been a little bit more aggressive today on my position sizes. I should have been trading with $1,300. So I left, probably close to $100 on the table just because, okay, maybe more like $60, $70 on the table just because I was a little bit light on my position sizes. That's sometimes a little bit annoying, but hey, $288. This is our best day of the challenge so far. So pretty sweet. And it's a nice way to make up for yesterday's MITO trade. So I feel pretty good about that. APOP, guys, this was such a clean setup. In the morning, it was a little shaky, but now it's looking pretty nice. Nice entry on 3.2. This could be building out a breakout right here. I don't know. It's tough one to trade. Like right now it is. It's actually a really clean one to trade, but right now it's a little choppy in my book. CTRM is finally breaking back to the upside. Whoops, what did I just click on? Big volume on that. Remember, 2.5, big resistance area. Big breakout though. This is the lead percentage gainer on the day. Whew, 20% move alone right there. APOP looks like it's needing a little bit of time to recharge. Nice move, Andy. Yeah, you always want to double check. It happened to me on TD Ameritrade as well. I mean, Sometimes I like to check my monitor tab just to make sure all my positions are doing exactly what I expect. Sometimes I have an open trade there and I didn't even know. CTRM looks pretty good. APOP pulling back to 3.3, 3.27. I had a feeling it needed a little bit of time to recharge. CTRM, guys, 2.5. Big time resistance, though. Watch out. Watch out with this one. Super sketchy, I find, just with that resistance above it. Here you can see that full effects of the upside resistance on CTRM. $69 viewers. Hooty hoo. CTRM, guys, kind of looking interesting as it approaches the teens. Bouncing here on the 15-minute EMA. I would really want to get aggressive with this one. I would. Usually, I would be all about it. Few things I don't like about it. 180-day moving average right above it. Big term resistance. We're also at about 359 in 9:59 a.m. I don't like trading breakouts in this time period. So I'm going to be very lenient on a lot of things right now. Let's see what happens. APOP also pulling back. I think it hit the teens for a split second here. Yeah, 315. That was actually where I originally wanted it to dip to for a potential buy. I think this area could hold support. I think if APOP pulls back into the 290s, that could be a phenomenal trading opportunity. But it looks like it's trying to bounce right here. DYNT in the 213s. CTRM could have a really nice breakout, but again, like the reasons I said in the beginning, I just don't know if I'm going to be wanting to trade this one. I just see a lot of risk in it. I must say, I really miss these days where there's only 1 or 2 lead gappers. Thursday and Friday last week were so hectic. I just didn't feel like even touching my laptop. It was just so crazy. So I'm really enjoying days like today. What's up, Shane? Good to have you in the chat room. Better late than never. What an absolute ripper this morning. Oof. That traveling is always tough. Morning, Timboy. Timboyata. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Better if I just don't say anything at all. Markets are all nice and green. APOP looking for a bigger pullback, to be honest. Space at $24. I wouldn't mind getting back into this one. I was actually thinking about getting back into space as it hit 20 bucks, but I was allocated on some other trades, and I actually had a limit order here, and I removed it. Shame on me. This could have been a phenomenal bounce trade, 40%, huge. This was where we had the really nice trade. I'm not sure why it's not showing up on the chart. Well, it's not showing up, so that's just that. Yeah, so I don't know if I would trade it again, probably in the 20s for a smaller bounce, maybe a 5-10% bounce. And after that, let's see, I don't know what's going to happen. CTRM, guys, back at 213. This is when I said would be kind of an interesting trade in the 13s. Or in the teens, I said, I think. CTRM could be a phenomenal bounce in this area. I kind of missed it. I should have entered at 207 or something like that. 215, 213. We had a huge opportunity, and we kind of knew it was going to happen. I don't know. I was distracted with the space. That was my fault. I don't see this one dipping below 2 really, but if it does, I would probably jump on it. APOP, I was looking for another pullback here into the high 2s. 315 holding. But it doesn't look like it's going to hold it very long. A lot of selling pressure. I wouldn't give that VWAP area much support anymore. It's kind of been getting chipped away for a while now. A lot of sellers kind of pulling up on it. Ooh, that was a lot of selling volume just now. $3, big time buyers there. Possibly going to get chipped away. Just had a small little entry. We did not get a full execution. Was a little bit too hesitant on it. Looking for a bounce here above $3, maybe into the teens. Weak bounce, very weak bounce, guys. Just trying to get out of this trade. That was really funny timing. All right, that's all the trading, I think, for me today. We had a partial execution, unfortunately, so I didn't get to take that much profit. I think we only made like 30 bucks on that last trade. What did I just click on? Kind of felt a lot of risk on it as well. So pretty cool. We made 3 trades on APOP, totaling $300 with only trading about probably on an average of $900 position sizes. So pretty sweet on that. Traveler says, look at GLBS. Let's check it out. CTRM as well, guys. Really, really interesting. I love the $2 area. I love a potential entry at maybe 1.8. GLBS halted. Woohoo! We got ourselves a halted. I was not looking at my scanner too much. GLBS, I see it on the scanner, 114% up, volume 1.6, 4.7 million market cap, shares 4 million, really, really nice. And it was halted, just ripping from this area, 67%. Woo, sweet stuff. It's going to be unhalted soon here. At 14.52. Let's keep an eye on this one getting unhalted. CTRM, guys, 1.8. This could be a phenomenal little dip buy here. I don't know. I'm not going to be trading it, but I like what I'm seeing. 10% bounce, basically. Will, I think DAYNT buying the dip for the swing trade is actually a pretty solid idea because this is a first green day. Has a lot of potential for at least a morning pre-market gap. Really, really interesting stuff here. I think that's a great idea. CTRM, I might look into the same thing. Traveler, halted, yay or nay after halt? I don't know. I'm not the best at trading halts. Sometimes they dip back, quick 5% and they continue to rip. On average, halts continue to go in the direction they get halted in. So, that's something worth considering. CTRM pulling back a little bit more here. CTRM, look at it go. Let's go back to GLBS very quickly. Actually, we had a little bit more time. I had order at IBO at $1, order with AHPI at about 9.85. And I have an order with CPHI at 0.5. I might go ahead and remove the AHPI one. And I think I'm going to add that to DYNT. All right, here we go, guys. Getting unhalted now, GLBS, here we go. Let's see what kind of move it has. Whew, quick little dip here. Back to $1, found some support, 11% crack. This might keep running. A lot of traders have those hold scanners and they're looking at this thing. Boom, runs back, hits a new high, 115. Here we go. Let's see this thing run. It could possibly move all the way to 1.5 without much resistance. This thing has open skies. Paul says post-halt buying is one of my better buys statistically. Very good to know that. That's really interesting. It's very interesting. Big selling coming in here at $1. Oh my God, it was just halted again, halted on the way down. Ay, 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 ay. just do 700 with this one flat. This is not my challenge account. This is my IRA account where I primarily just have swing trades and dip buys on this one near support areas. I have a few videos about this account now. Just kind of want to give you guys a little description of what I'm doing right now. All of my entries are extremely conservative on this account, and I miss tons of entries. So I think 1.5 might be way too conservative, and I don't even really totally think we're going to go down here. But if we do, I'll have a limit order ready to go. None of these orders have been fired now for several days. Actually, I think over a week or almost a week. So I miss a lot of these trades, and they're just really conservative limit orders near big time support, like, I don't know, 1.5, $2, $1, things like that. Enough of the IRA account. Actually, just really quickly, one more check on the IRA. Did I set good till cancel? Nope, I forgot. So good thing I just... I'm gonna go even more conservative on this one. 7. Cash. I'm going to go back to my cash account. It's nice. I got out all the trades in the beginning. I didn't have really any stress anymore that, I should trade. It's good to kind of just be on the chill side of things. This would have been a good secondary entry. We could have maybe got a bigger trade out of APOP on that last one, but there's no reason to kind of rush it. I don't know why my trades aren't appearing. That's a little bit annoying, and there's not a lot I can do about that. I think that's just a straight up TD Ameritrade issue lately, that the trades don't show on the charts. CORV tripled last time it squeezed the can, man. Can since 1990. That's funny. You're about the biggest losers, CORV. Let's go ahead, check it out, CORV. I typically don't trade the biggest losers, but I do always find them quite interesting. I wouldn't be trading this one as a day trade, but sub dollar, I typically never touch sub dollar. Small percentage moves as well. This one would really have to prove a break above 0.5 and then even a break above 1.5 for probably me to get super interested. But it does have this gap area here that could be filled. No specific news on the company. They even, oh my God, they even said they're unaware of why their stock price is moving. And that just shows you how ridiculous the markets have been lately. Anything that is even remotely related to biotechs or viruses or anything has just been absolutely running. It's been really funny. And it was so tough to trade that, because how do you just trade like nothing, and that's basically what we did on Thursday and Friday. We were just trading pure volatility move based on technicals. There was no catalyst or anything really. This is a nice move right here, 9% move on APOP. I'm a little disappointed that we're not seeing the trades being put on the chart. That's always one of my favorite things to kind of look at, to think about. But probably by the time we do the recap video, the trades are going to appear on the chart. So looking forward to that. Don't forget, guys, if you are new here, we do a recap video after every trading day, and we also go live every single morning the market's open. So definitely consider subscribing. I'd love to see you in a recap video, and I'd love to see you in an upcoming live stream. Boy Claus, good to see you. OCUL multi-day runner. OCUL. I think APOP actually looks really good again. Oh wow, yeah, OCUL. Really solid, 20% move. Not the fastest mover, but it's consistent. And when you see a chart like that, that's a little bit more messy like this, it typically means that there's a lot of people that aren't day traders buying this stock. People that are actually reading some sort of news about it, people that generally believe in the company, and they're just blindly buying OCUL in market orders because market orders completely mess up technicals. So market orders from non-traders, I would say. So yeah, this thing is moving up really, really nicely. There's probably some fundamentally good thing about this company, just based on technicals alone. I could kind of derive that conclusion. So quarter sales are good. Okay, here, Raymond James upgrades Ocular to strong buy price, target to $15. That's always a good catalyst. This thing might break $7 at one point. This could be really interesting swing trade. Create alert. Good find, Boy Claws. Really, really good find. Keith, big bounce for AIM. Well, they're trying again. They're trying to break that area. 2.2, clear support now. Bounced off of it several times. Was a kind of multi-day support and or intraday support in resistance area. Always a good indicator that it's going to be support. Let me just go ahead and draw a line here. 8% move from that 2.2 support area. I'm not sure if it's going to break higher, but 2.5 is really the place that's got to break through. Some nice volume building up though. I like that. Oh, I'm just over here sipping on coffee and I'm starting to shake. Whew, I got them shakes. Yeah, I see that, Will. See you, Paul. Happy to have you join always. Have fun at work. Make us proud. Thanks, Will. I appreciate driving the troops. What a day today. What a day. You know, I think most of the action, like always, is in that first 15 minutes, first 30 minutes. Everything, you know, 9:30 to 10 o'clock. And today, today was pretty sweet. I can't really say anything else about it. I think we had a really, really nice setup with APOP. I don't think APOP is necessarily done yet. I like that they're kind of forming a rounded bottom here. And I wouldn't be surprised in the short term if we came back to 3.4 area. Well, boom. Okay, it just happened. That was weird. It was holding this high really well around 30.13. I love when I see rounded bottoms near big support, and that's what we had here. We had long-term support right around $3. We dipped into the 2.9s, and that's where we had our entry. I don't know why the trades aren't showing up, but you know, this was a really small trade. We made only about 2% off of it, maybe 3%, but I think APOP is going to be really interesting in the second half of the day. What's up, Mr. Bear? Florida Fishing Sub, very, very cool. Ika's always giving really kind shout outs. They're always super unexpected, but pretty awesome. Mr. Bear. Can we handle a Mr. Bear in this chat room? Well, we'll need a Mr. Bull or maybe a Miss Bull. That sounds kind of cool. AIM is below 251 or at or above. It just broke above. AIM is Gonzo 2.5. Did it just get halted? No, it didn't. This halt might happen. There was so much resistance at 2.5. There was probably so many shorts that are getting squeezed right now. Up 14%. This is about to get halted. I would be super nervous if I was a short. Blew my expectations. I did not really see this coming for AIM. Of course, it's possible, but it was a nice rip here. Check out the 5-minute chart. It kind of says it all. Built support at 2.2, ran up 20% since 2.2. Huge. Nice Chrome. Dip buy on GLBS. $2.6. Shoo. Guys, this could be an interesting thing. Just check out the daily volume though. Not that much yet. It could be a much more volume, but the day is young, so who knows? This thing could end really, really strong. Whew, it's still running. This is probably going to get halted. 269. You know what? I'm actually surprised it didn't get halted. That was a really, really aggressive run. Actually, it's only about 11% that breakout. That's probably why. GBLS halted for the 3rd time. Let's go ahead and check that one out just for a second. So somewhere on my watch list right here. Wow, that Chrome, that was a really nice dip buy then. Yeah, APOP broke above VWAP. 3.23. Man, there's a lot of stuff moving. You know, today's one of those days where it would really pay off to have an unlimited amount of trades because there's a lot of stocks that are really clean and they're all moving. Well, not a lot. There's like three or four or five maybe stocks. So it's not super overwhelming. You can kind of swivel between, you know, 1, 2, or 3 of them. You wait for that perfect setup. GLBS, super beautiful. CTRM, really, really nice. APOP, obviously super great, crazy. AIM, still a 2.63. Great stuff. Oh, we got an options trader in the house. Shorting Uber. I haven't traded Uber in so long. Interesting stuff. Yeah, kind of consolidating under the 180-day. That's probably a good move. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing was under 30 bucks in 1 or 2 weeks. Based on technicals alone. I don't know fundamentally what they're doing, but that's just straight technicals. Really fun trading day. I wish every trading day was like today. Option seller, okay. Collecting them premiums. I see what's up. I don't personally trade options. I don't have anything against them. I just never really got into it. But who knows, maybe another Alex in a different reality trades options. My thoughts on Tesla. Honestly, I don't have any thoughts on Tesla. I think as a car company, I think they're super cool and I would love to own a Tesla, but I'm in Europe right now and I don't drive basically at all. So I do drive sharing a lot and it's pretty amazing. Stock wise, if I was in the States a bit more often, and maybe once I go there a bit more often, I'll probably end up buying a Tesla. I don't know. I think they're clearly a little bit choppy here. 700 was really nice support. I can't believe they ran up to almost $1,000. That's insane. $600, kind of clear breakout area. A lot of front running going on here, which means that bounce, had the potential for a nice move like it did. A lot of eager beavers to get on board. Not that much selling pressure. I don't know. I think personally it's a bit overextended. PE 185. I think as Tesla starts forming maybe a bottom, maybe above 400, below 600, I'd probably go long with it at one point. I think we'll probably see 400 something at one point. I could be totally wrong. I have no idea. I just wouldn't feel comfortable going long as an investment until the price came down a little bit, even though I do like the company a lot. GLBS has just been an absolute ripper, huh? We got APOP and ARCT. I feel like I'm also a bit of a pessimistic trader. When I look at a stock, I look at support and resistance, and I always think there's going to be a retest, which makes me miss a lot of big moves. I miss a lot of breakouts because of that. And even yesterday, I sold way too early because of it. But at least I acknowledge that I'm a bit pessimistic when it comes to some of these small caps, because a lot of them are very shady, and it helps my risk management. And I don't know, you just got to understand your trading personality and make it work for you. Will, OCUL 6.5. What was the news on this one? What was making it halt so much? Maybe just a bunch of shorts getting squeezed. I have no idea. First rule of yesterday is that we don't talk about or yesterday. That's a funny comment, Kuza. That totally makes sense. I'm going to go check out OUCL for a second here. Let's see what you got going on. Oh, yeah. 6.5 is a really, really interesting buy. Watch out, because $7 was a big resistance area. So this thing could keep pulling back. If that wasn't a swing trade, I'd probably be taking some profits, but who knows? I don't know. I could be totally wrong. Totally up to you. Interesting stuff, though. I think OCUL is a really interesting pick. CTRM is another one that I would be really interested to trade on a swing as well. First green day. So good financial results. The problem with this one is that 2.5 and that $2 kind of resistance area. Needs to stay above it. It can't really be in this 1 point area, this 1.7 area too long. Wow, ZSAN. You know, there was some interest about this one, but it really did not perform. Tried to pull up higher and then really kind of started pulling back. It just was not able to, you know, meet the expectations. Pulled back 24%. That's really, really aggressive. This is why, you know, I get out of trades so quickly. Yesterday, I'm breaking the rule again. You know, we were kind of pulling back a little bit, teetering in this area, and I basically just got out of the trade. I would say it right here, retrospectively, or relatively. And, you know, then it rips up 70%, so I was wrong. But you don't know if it's just gonna, you know, keep pulling back, and that's why, you know, you want to cut your losses quickly. You don't want to just, you know, being a loser and then turn a bad trade into a horrible investment that you never wanted to invest in anyway. And I think once you realize that a lot of these companies, especially these small caps, they're only going in one direction and that's down, it becomes very easy to cut your losses. Just think this stock will be at zero at one point. Or it's going to reverse split and dilute so much that your original entry at $1 is actually in reality $100, and it's never going to go back up there. APOP kind of consolidating here at $3 looks pretty healthy, but I don't know. Right now it's choppy. I wouldn't be trading it anymore. I'm totally done with trading. ARCT, our second lead gapper. This is the one I basically said I'm probably not going to watch anymore, just because that, you know, pre-market chart was so unattractive. I really don't like things that pull off so much. Although I also said as it approaches to $15, this could be a really, really good trade. And guess what? It actually would have been 20% bounce from there. So So they had a corona vaccine pact. I think that might be somewhat shady just to pump up their stock, to be in all honesty. We'll see what happens. But kind of, you know, building up nice momentum here. OCUL, let's check it out one more time. GLBS halted for the fourth time. Oh my God, that is ridiculous. Thanks for that call, Boke234, Boki. I'm not sure if I'm saying your name wrong, right? I apologize if I mess it up. Weak hands, Will. Weak hands are getting bought. That's such a funny thing to say. Yeah, OCUL, potentially. This thing could pull back under VWAP for a little bit, but yeah, like I said, I think this could have a good runner. The amount it got halted is just absolutely insane. Presents. I don't really see any news about this one. Oh yeah, revenue update, provide intern it produces and provides update on intern data. Phase 1 clinical trial. Okay, so probably some just like general PR plus positive news. This one's really kind of been building up some good momentum over the day. CAKE looks like a good short. I am not in it yet though. I'll check out that one. Chrome. Which one did you jump back in on? GLBS? That one is so tough with the amount it's getting halted. Sometimes I really try to be weary of consistent halts. It's so easy to get on the wrong side of a halt. It's also sub-dollar with a giant decimal spread, which just generally like freaks me out. I have such a hard time trading those. Oh God, I don't even like looking at it. It's gonna get unhalted in about really soon here, actually. At 44.31. Just enough time to look at cake. Cheesecake Factory. Oh, I know this place. You know, I've never been crazy about Cheesecake Factory. Maybe I never did it right. Ooh, that is a really tough one. These guys pay a dividend? I feel like they pay a dividend. Pretty low PE. Dividend yield 3.5. Yeah, I wouldn't expect anything else from a company like this. Yeah, these guys are going to all-time lows, forming a bear flag right now. That's not looking too hot for Cake Factory. Yeah, I don't know. If I was investing in Cake, I would honestly really like to go to one of their factories or restaurants, I guess you can say, and just kind of eat there and think about my investment decision. Like, do I really like it? And honestly, being in Europe, like something like Cheesecake Factory is kind of a joke, but I don't know. I personally wouldn't trade in it, but I like that dividend. Yeah, it's true. It's niche, but people love cheesecake. Bigger than my trading portfolio. That's so funny. Oh no, I totally stumbled. I was supposed to look at OCUL unhalt. Sorry about that, guys. It's too much on my plate. It didn't really move too much. I think these halts are a little bit overplayed at this point with OCUL. I think people are very weary about it. Oh wait, I'm not talking about OCUL. Oh my God, I'm all over the place. I need to wrap up this stream. I'm clearly not thinking anymore. This is why I'm always done with trading at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, because by then I have lost all my brain cells to the market. What's up, Grace? Chrome, GLBS dropping like a hot potato. Like a hot potato. Hot damn. I could go for a potato right now. You know what? I might actually just throw on the oven and make some potatoes. Something so good about potatoes, chives, sour cream, and just butter, and just keeping it simple. Oh my God. Make like a fried egg on the side. Or if you got Heiko next to you, you could cook up a fish, maybe a little pompano or something like that. GLBS is making a little bit of a bear flag, looking a little sketchy. I'd be careful here with this one. I do like the fact that GLBS is first green day. That's always a really good thing. Uh-oh, is this going to be the crack? Is this the crack of the bear flag? This does not look healthy for longs. 0.9, getting chipped away. I think a lot of people are nervous about being in GLBS, potentially getting halted again. I think that would personally freak me out about GLBS. I probably wouldn't look for a trade until about 0.7 because there's a clear breakout territory at 0.7. That could be a really nice 20% bounce. Mo's asking, are you trading a live account or a simulation? I'm trading a live account. So this is a small account challenge. We're growing it from $4,000 to $25,000. Right now it's at $6,000 using a gap and go breakout strategy. I have some videos to that exact strategy. And today we had a pretty good day. It's actually one of our better days on the challenge, even though we allocated not very smart. I messed my allocation up today. So I left a lot of money on the table. APOP was the winner. For some reason, our trades are not showing up on the chart, which is quite annoying. But we traded this 3 times. It says show trades, so it should work, but I don't know. TOS has been having some massive issues lately. Satoshi baking them up. Hungry now. Oh man, yeah. Whew, I feel you. Double baked loaded potato with a fried egg and top sounds incredible. On top. Whew. Oh man. Yeah, I wasn't even hungry, but now I'm starving. I think we're all making each other hungry between each other. Lost 15 bucks on GLBS and I'm done with this one. I feel you, Satoshi. You know, GLBS was such a tough one, I think, to trade, and I think a lot of those halts scare a lot of people. I know they scare me, and I oftentimes stay away from something that gets halted too much because it's just too easy to get halted on the way down sometimes. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up trading there. I'm starting to ramble a little bit, plus I'm done with trading for the day. I don't want you guys to overtrade either, and I feel like I might instigate that. No, I'm just kidding. You guys know exactly what you're doing, and you know, today was a nice day. We were able to, you know, prove that our strategy is consistent and have a really nice, you know, big green day, our biggest green day yet. I don't think it was, it could have been my biggest percentage gainer as well. So I'm gonna have to calculate that. I'm gonna write that down so I could let you guys know in the recap video. And NBC running. Oh yeah, having a nice little move here. And NVC, really, really interesting. All right, guys, I'm going to leave you with that. Thanks for tuning in. If you're new here, definitely consider subscribing. I would love to have you and if, join a future stream. Don't forget to hit that like button if you guys haven't done so already. Ooh, it looks like I just entered CTRM at 1.53. Really, really cool. That's a different account, so it's not relevant to this video. Mo, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow as well. Yeah, guys, that's everything for me. Hope you recover from that trade. Good thing you cut your losses because that's the most important part, and learn from it. All right, guys, I'll see you for the recap video, and that's everything for today. So I'll see you then.